morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here to the valedictory session of the 6-day RUSA-sponsored workshop on capacity building for IQAC functioning and accreditation process, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Patna Women's College. I humbly invite all the dignitaries to take their positions and honor the dais. Already done. I warmly welcome our chief guest for today's valedictory program, Dr. B.S. Padmati Raj, Academic and International Affairs Advisor, NAC. We are thankful to you, sir, for joining us virtually. Our deep sense of gratitude to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion virtually. I heartily welcome our respected principal, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi A.C., Vice Principal, Dr. Sister M. Tanisha A.C., IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Amrita Chaudhary, IQAC Assistant Coordinator, Mr. Alok John, and all my fellow colleagues. This workshop was indeed an enriching experience for all of us. To create something exceptional, your mindset must be relentlessly focused on the smallest detail. During the 5-day-long deliberations, we learned the inside out of NAC assessment and accreditation process. Each of the 7 criteria was discussed at length, taking into consideration the quantitative and qualitative metrics, all the key indicators, and the minute details of the SOPs. I would definitely say that this workshop has enabled us to seek more clarity on the process and procedures involved in the NAC assessment and accreditation. To begin this program and to make this day more auspicious, let us invoke the abundant blessings of Almighty by listening to the prayer song. It is truly said, a pessimist complains about the wind, an optimist tries to change it, but a leader adjusts the sails. The sails of this particular notion were adjusted by a person who is not only a great motivation to all of us, but a visionary who gave us the belief to bring together this event. I would like to thank our respected principal, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi A.C., for giving us the opportunity to be a part of this insightful workshop. In her dynamic leadership and guidance, Patna Women's College aspires to reach new heights of success. May I now request our respected principal to deliver the presidential remarks.
Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you to this valedictory session of the 6-day workshop on capacity building for IQAC functioning and accreditation process. I warmly welcome Professor Ponmudi Raj, Advisor, NAC Bengaluru, for consenting to be our special guest today, virtually, for this valedictory session. In fact, we were looking forward to your visit to our college. But this morning, we were disappointed to learn that you would not be able to make it. Our institution is not new to you. You have interacted with us earlier too, and we have been the beneficiaries of your valuable inputs. Sir, your sharing of expertise, your suggestions, and your advice will go a long way to help us enhance our quality in the overall development of this institution. These past 5 days have been very fruitful and enriching. We have realized that we have much to do to enhance and sustain the quality in our institution. All our resource persons were excellent in their approach. They guided us step by step. Thanks to each one of them for hand-holding us and enlightening us on various issues and challenges that we might have to face in our endeavor to enhance quality. No doubt, we have been very attentive learners. Now the work is ours. We shall try our best to take our college to greater heights, foster global competencies among our students, enable them to face the challenges both globally and nationally as they move out of our institution with greater confidence and with a better value system. During these past 5 days, we have been learning and relearning our approach to accreditation process, and one thing is clear to us, that there should be proofs for everything we do. So we have already begun gathering evidences of our claims. So that is why we worry the departments to get the evidences. Yes, we are very clear about what we need to do, and now it is ours to move ahead. Thanks to all the participants, both teaching and non-teaching, for the interest and enthusiasm with which you all participated in this workshop. Thanks to the IQAC core team of PwC for working out this program diligently and meticulously and conducting it smoothly. I am grateful to each member of the IQAC for carrying out your responsibilities to the best way possible during these past 6 days, including today. I was relaxed because I knew that you were all better than the best. My special thanks to Dr. Tanisha, the Vice Principal, for her support and help in all our planning and execution. All the sisters, teachers, and support staff for your thoughtful gestures. And my special thanks to the IQAC coordinators, Dr. Amrita Chaudhary and Mr. Alok John, for streamlining the activities of each day with the utmost care and precision. Thanks to Mr. Ajay Jha and Mr. Prashant Ravi, both assistant professors from the Department of Mass Communication, for recording and geotagging all our activities each day. Thanks to our young and vibrant teachers who did a lot of running about, looking after our guests and many other activities of each day. Let us continue to excel. Keep abreast with the current trends and move ahead with positivity and enthusiasm in spite of the huge task ahead of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sister, for your valuable remarks. May I now invite Dr. Amrita Chaudhary, IQAC coordinator and convener of this workshop, for the recommendations and takeaway of this 6-day workshop on capacity building for IQAC functioning and accreditation process.
A warm good morning to our respected guest, Professor Ponmudiraj, present with us virtually. Respected Principal, Patna Women's College, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi AC, all the members of IQAC Patna Women's College, and all the teachers and non-teaching staff members present in this hall. The RUSA-sponsored workshop on capacity building for IQAC functioning and accreditation process provided all of us with keen insight and in-depth understanding regarding the nitty-gritty and vital aspects of the focal theme, the institutional accreditation. The 5-day deliberations by scholarly resource persons brought forward a number of recommendations and takeaways. I'm sure these takeaways will be extremely useful and immensely benefit us, especially at this point of time when we have geared up for the upcoming 4th cycle of accreditation. The takeaways from the different sessions of the workshop are specially designed bridge courses can be introduced for the slow learners and also for the freshers at the beginning of their academic sessions. Mentoring of the students needs to be undertaken seriously and regularly with proper documentation. A comprehensive report from the controller of examination is to be prepared regarding the various components of examination, evaluation, and declaration of results. An examination manual and process chart are to be prepared and displayed. The exit interview system can be introduced for outgoing students and also for the teachers who leave the institution. CIA system should go continuously with introduction of some innovative and creative methods. An efficient management information system, MIS, is to be developed for the collection, storage, and conservation of relevant data. The students need to be properly sensitized regarding the exercise of student satisfaction survey. A structured feedback mechanism is to be initiated for all stakeholders, students, teachers, employers, and alumni, and this exercise can be done department-wise. Yoga and fitness classes could be introduced for all students for their physical well-being. Coaching classes for NET and other such competitive examinations need to be introduced, and in this process, our own successful alumni could be involved. A strong alumni bonding is necessary for the collection of data, especially regarding student progression. There can be a tie-up with some good city hospital for the health and medical consultations for staff and students. The perspective strategic plan and vision document, both short-term and long-term, need to be prepared. Seminars or workshops should be organized on themes such as NEP, research ethics, and student mentorship. Some training or staff development programs could be organized, especially for the non-teaching staff members, on English communication, writing skills, drafting letters, and so on. For the newly appointed and young teachers and staff, special program could be organized regarding the legacy, vision, and culture of the college. The second and third lines of academic leaders need to be groomed by training them in management and administration. The optimal utilization of the institutional resources is to be ensured. To establish a disabled-friendly campus, Braille books and talking books in the library, and Braille signages at appropriate places could be introduced. Separate policies need to be formulated for consultancy, central library, infrastructural augmentation and maintenance, waste management, institutional scholarships, etc. IQAC needs to bring out a newsletter, either online or in print, showcasing the activities conducted and responsibilities undertaken. Language departments together can take out a magazine. A special period can be assigned to the students in their timetable for telecasting online programs on Swayam portal. The extension and outreach programs of the college can be aligned with government initiatives such as the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. The plastic ban initiative needs to be stringently followed in the campus. The college website needs to be updated regularly, and it has to be very communicative and vibrant in nature. This is very important from the perception and branding points of view. Graduate attributes in forms of academics, research, and social consciousness should be well expressed on the website. The criterion teachers in charge and the other must interact and share information across the criteria for uniformity of data and authenticity of information. Action taken reports are to be prepared for NAAC recommendations and the academic and administrative audits. The academic and administrative audit can be conducted once more before the fourth cycle. There should be interdepartmental transparency regarding the preparation of departmental presentations and videos, and there could be some kind of uniformity for the same. A mock drill prior to the peer team visit helps much for the successful completion of the entire assessment process. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for meticulously planning and organizing this workshop. As we gear up to prepare ourselves for the upcoming cycle of the NAAC re-accreditation process, this workshop shall draw a roadmap in collecting relevant inputs for each criterion and thereby effectively preparing us for the fourth cycle of assessment and accreditation process. I extend my deep sense of gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. B.S. Padmaniraj, for giving his consent to be virtually present and share his valuable inputs and guidance to inculcate the quest for excellence among the participants. Dr. B.S. Padmaniraj is currently the Academic and International Affairs Advisor with the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, which is an autonomous institution of the University Grants Commission, Government of India. Prior to joining NAAC, he was teaching as an assistant professor in statistics, mathematics, and computer science in Christ College, Bangalore, Loyola Evening College, Chennai, and Loyola College, Autonomous, Chennai, respectively. He has 28 years of teaching and educational administrative experience. His special interests are the training of assessors for quality assurance and quality literacy. Sir has several national and international publications for his pursuits and has been associated with an international research project. He has been a resource person for many seminars and conferences and has been an invited speaker for several academic activities and has visited about 350 colleges and universities in India and abroad. He underwent training in Australia for quality assurance, peer review, and visited a couple of Australian universities. As an international expert, he was the chairman of the Accreditation Committee for the Department of Architecture, American International University, Bangladesh, Dhaka, and coordinator for many international delegations and on behalf of NAC. We are privileged to have your virtual presence, sir, for your valuable guidance and support. Over to you, sir.
I dedicate this small 10 minutes of a discussion or message on the valedictory to my good friend and colleague, Dr. Educator. He is an early member of NAC along with me, joined. Due to COVID last year, he succumbed to COVID. And we used to travel extensively across the country, length and breadth of the country, and reach out, especially on IQAC, and to help institutions and facilitate institutions for assessment accreditation. So, most respected principal, Dr. M. Rashmi, the vice principal of the college, IQAC coordinators, teaching faculty, non-teaching faculty, people who were seated there, and people who were unable to come. After 6 days, some people would have attended online, some people would have had some issues and could not have come for various reasons. I congratulate the college, Partner Women's College, for this wonderful, preparation for accreditation. I just wanted to congratulate. I was going through the website for preparation. Though in the principal's remarks, she said that she was very disappointed. I couldn't go out there. I'm planning. I work very late, and that is not an excuse, but I have a lot of in-between meetings, so I could not plan out well. In case if I'm committed, I have to come there. But thanks to the technology, we can always be online. But always face-to-face is better. That's what people with old school of thought always think. But we can always reduce the cost. Economics says that we can always, technology helps. So I've started almost in 58. Let me see. I suppose I'll take only 10 to 12 minutes. Let me see how the time goes. And this is the 6-day workshop on capacity building for IQAC functioning. I was going through the IQAC the website. Website is a phase of any institution. I do not know how many of you have seen your own website. I used to tell the religious, how many of you have your homepage as www.vatican.va or your DP screen or whatever it is. So I do not know how many of you go through your website morning, afternoon and evening. Your own website, Partner Women's College, the code of arms, where 1, 2, 3 is explained, or even your organogram, or your B.Ed college, community college, faculty. I just went through the IQAC. I went through the research journal, IRIS. I was trying to open one particular abstract and read it, get an idea of about. Normally, it is, I start normally positively and end negatively, or start negatively and positively. It is not about a paradoxical situation. I appreciated the initiators. It's a wonderful initiative by the journal, all the journals, abstracts. I did not go through the full text. I went through the abstracts of some of the publications. It's come out well, extremely well. My only concern, this prestigious institutions in the country, we should reflect why our NIRF ranking is not within top 10, top 50, top 100. Out of whatever the number, people say 55,000, 60,000 colleges. We should also reflect many of the other parameters of the institution. For this, the IQAC has taken many initiatives. We congratulate the leadership. Department-wise, individual teacher-wise, you have to take some action. I will take point number 1. Teachers are the central focus of any institution. I'm 67 years old, I'm 70 years old, I'm going to 64-year-old, 11 months, and I'm going to retire by next week. So what? Lifelong teacher, lifelong learning. Till death you learn. Before going to the coffin also we learn, we contribute. This is the spirit of Guru, Rabbi, Abodi. So very important for a teacher. Contribution of the teacher. Teacher is a role model. So I wish to talk about 3 documents on online. Now we are all on face-to-face. One on the Commonwealth of Learning, which I told earlier, and Diksha document by the Government of India and CRT. And one more document by the UGC about pedagogy of teaching online. So I placed on record the first point. If you want Patna Women's College to grow higher and higher, encourage your teachers. Give freedom to your teachers. Teachers should have a self-learning. The management should have a conducive environment for learning for teachers. Very important. We have talked about conducive environment for learning for students. Give a beautiful environment for teachers. Freedom for teachers. Discussion for teachers. Almost 32 years before I was teaching in Loyola College, Chennai, in Statistics Department. It is supposed to be 5th or 6th on a mouth-to-mouth, we call mouth-to-mouth ranking. Number 1, Statistical Department was, people say it is ISI Calcutta. Second is people say ISI Bangalore. Third, they say Pune University. Fourth is Calicut University. Fifth is they say Loyola College. BSc Statistics, MSc Statistics, MPhil Statistics, PhD Statistics, DSc, DLit in Statistics. Full-fledged department. Now, every Friday we used to have, there are more than 17, I can remember all my old teachers, Balasubramanian, great legends, T.M. Durarajan, K.B. Balasubramanian, great legends are there. And we have a good alumni association. And we contribute in crores and lakhs of rupees. Money never a problem in this country. Leadership, people, teachers. Build an institution. So, every Friday, last hour in the class, I was very young at the time, I'm an assistant professor. When we are taking class, all the teachers will sit on the last bench of MSc Statistics. At the time, technology was there, but still we don't use technology. Only whiteboard, chalk and whiteboard. After the class, we come to the department and we sip a cup of tea. Then all the seniors will come and tell, Punmudi, your eye contact was not good. They will say you're moving in a horizontal way. Then they say, you're standing in one place. Then they say, no, you're looking always showing your back. Then they will say you're putting a hand in the pocket. You're putting a hand in the pocket. So the body language and eye contact of a teacher, for that you don't need a B.Ed and an M.Ed. Pedagogy is beyond methodology. It is for research also. So teachers should imbibe this character of eye contact, body language, moving in between, first bench, last bench, middle bench, going around the notes. Then I wait for an opportunity. It's not good for that. When the senior people take classes, when they come out, I tell them, the senior teachers, very old teachers, about 60. Sir, first of all, your dress code is not proper. I tell them, you are not wearing the button properly. Your English is very poor. Your example and analogy for that is horrible. You're putting stigma and integration like W upside down. So we give feedback, not tit for tat, but all good comments. But at that time we were young, so we want to give a critical comments because that fellow gave comments on my teaching. But the comments were true. It's a positive spirit people take. Senior teachers, I'm not telling junior teachers are good and middle level teachers are always mediocre. That was not my point. So teachers build an institution. I used to always tell, if you go through all my webinars, 500 and all was available on YouTube. I was in one of the prestigious institutions of Rabindranath Tagore, where they teach through dance and music, DNA and RNA. To dance and music, teaching science through dance and music. We've heard about only English literature. People teach computer science programming in a basketball court. We have experimented this. Sorting, bubble sorting, all sorts, or linear programming for that matter. For this, you don't need a training and a workshop. You love your children, you love your students. Except for the religious sitting there and spinsters and for other reasons, by God's grace. People, most of you have your own sons and daughters and children. We expect our children to get good education in the schools. We come and talk into the evening to the girls and boys, our children, and say, how was the class? Then we give feedback to the principal or headmistress. Your maths teacher, 8th standard is not good. The methodology is not correct. The geography teacher is teaching wrong latitude and latitude. She does not know what is international date line. She does not know this. The physics teacher is baseless. We give feedback to our teachers, not to throw them out. Nobody is a perfect teacher. Experience makes perfection. Practice makes perfection. So very important in this valedictory address of the 6-day capacity building program, I want teachers to take care of themselves. You should be self-motivated. We have seen COVID, enough deaths, enough bedridden people. I was recently going through the UN document, not the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals and the NEP 2020. One of the very important skills and competencies which people talk about around the world is geriatric skills. How to take care of your old people, your father-in-law, mother-in-law, mother who are in deathbed. Sir, what you are talking? We are teaching MSc chemistry. Why we should know this? Teachers are embodiment of whole. You should teach constitutional values, Indian values, human values. It is enshrined in the Constitution of India. Please go through the 66 pages of the National Education Policy. Please go through the manual of NAC, question by question. Why we ask rainwater harvesting? Why we ask tanks and guns and 7th criteria? Why we ask blood donation camps? Why we ask NSS, NCC extension activities? Why we ask plagiarism check? Research policy. Because somebody is asking, you put a research policy, pass in the governing body, boards of studies, academic council, and you put it because you want to get 3.8, 3.9 out of 4.00. Good, I'm not telling that. But why NAC is asking this question? Why UGC is asking this question? How many PhDs are there? You can always argue, sir, that fellow is a PhD holder, that lady does not know how to teach. Sir, I am only MSc, but I am a good teacher. This debate will never end. 3,000 children are there, 3,000 children every day going to the library. Basic LSRW skills, listening, reading, speaking, writing. This is fundamentals. If children do not know how to communicate, how to write in Hindi, mother tongue, or even in English, or for that matter, Korean, I saw a Korean department of Korean language. Multiple polyglot, learn many languages, try to communicate, make sense of communication. The 40 minutes class, this is what we people try to turn. We have to learn from political leaders. They can hold 5 lakh people, pin drop silence. You drop a pin, you can hear it. We cannot hold 40 girls or 40 boys in our class. First bench is disturbing, second bench is putting the geometry box down, somebody is sharpening the pencil. This is where we tell, if your policy allows, state government and your university and your principal and your governing body allow all your children to use laptops and mobile phones on your classroom. Let them open it when you're teaching it. This is a real check whether the teacher is teaching well or not. 2 days, 3 days they will be browsing here and there. Third time they'll be checking what you're teaching is correct or wrong. This is a check for each and every one of us. I've crossed 12 minutes, I'll take 2-3 minutes. So, very important, the teaching fraternity. Then we talk about crowdsourcing, crowdfunding. So have you ever talked about crowd teaching? Why don't 3 teachers stand and teach? Is it a theatrical play? You innovate. You innovate. Innovation should come from within, not from workshops, seminars and this. This helps. You love your children, you wanted to do something different. Contemplate, mull over, think about it. Everybody talks about revised Bloom's taxonomy. I also put one upside down, one cone, and then I also put one cone, creativity. I do mapping, program specific outcomes, course outcomes, module outcomes, this outcomes. Then I put unit outcomes. I start mapping 1, 2, 3. Finally, everybody fails. Your controller of examination wants to find out what type of question banks, what type of creativity in the questions, part A, part B, part C, whether what type of examinations you have, how many people copy. I'm just giving you an example on a day-to-day life after my experience. Now, one of the prestigious college, when we supervise examination, the first bench, I take the first bench, there were 2 senior ladies in the corner on the aisle, on my left and on my right. Imagine these 2 the ladies are copying. No, we should slowly, as a supervisor, without telling the others, this is an example, you need not follow. Because you have to follow the rules and regulations. Like a person going without helmet, caught by the police, you can always forgive him and give him a warning, next time you wear a helmet. Otherwise, you can just fine it also. Because the law allows him to fine it, on spot fine or go to the code of law. So some teachers, what they do silently, they see what they have copied at that portion alone and continue to write. Some teachers catch it, send it to the university, get one writing, get a video camera, get an audio camera, get on all the proofs, witnesses, and finally, maybe it has happened, the child goes to the room and commits suicide. Teachers don't understand children's psychology. No sir, this is a prestigious college, this is 120 years old college, this has never happened. It may not happen, it may happen. This orientation should help their teachers to develop their entrepreneurship skills, public relations skills, human HR skills, not only your subject. We have refresher courses, orientation programs. So developing your knowledge, developing your subject domain, interpersonal relationship, student relationship. Otherwise, some teachers are popular teachers, very, very good, friendly with the teachers. They go around, they take a sip of coffee, go to the canteen, sit with them. But they are not good teachers. In the classroom. Some teachers don't teach, but they are 100% passed because the children are bright, not because of teaching. Amidst of teaching, the children are passed. So all combinations, it has to be worked out and mapped by the controller of examination, the head of the department, IQAC. You have to do similarly research, publications. I was very happy to note that the BSc children are publishing there. Please publish in other journals. Please include your journal in the UGC catalyst. Take initiative. Make your journal in Scopus. Try to follow the guidelines. Very important. Professionalism. To conclude, I have 3 points. IQAC is very, very hard. Tomorrow NAC will say there is no grading, only binary system, accredited, not accredited. Then the enthusiasm will go, you're doing 400 blood donation camps. Because tomorrow the methodology is changed, we will do 20 blood donation camps. You have to set benchmarks for yourself. I am a good teacher, I'll be better tomorrow. Better and better. NIRF ranking is 101, I will get 50 next year. Strategic plan. Very important. But I wanted to talk about the internal quality assurance and internal churning. The enemy is within, the success is also within. For you, the enemy is within, the success is also within. So success has a trajectory path. If you go very fast up, the same speed you will come down. I'm not talking about slow growth. So please aim at a higher. You can have only 2 courses, you can have only 1 program BCom, but still you can be the best in the country. You can be number 1 in the country. So imbibe this and try to make all-round personality to the children. To conclude about the non-teaching staff, we call the teachers who do not teach is called non-teaching. Non-teaching staff are called support staff, technical staff, administrative staff, computer staff. We call gardeners. How your garden is maintained. How your gatekeeper allows people. Whether your gatekeeper to see you gets 50 rupees bribe. Who's watching the gatekeeper? Who's watching the canteen staff? How clean are the plates? Who goes to the hostel warden? Who goes where the onions and tomatoes are kept? Did anybody goes to the canteen and check? Or in a different language, if you don't like the word check, supervise, encourage, facilitate. We all eat samosas. How good is your canteen? What oil they use? How many rats and cockroaches are coming, moving around? A student wants to get a transfer certificate. How many minutes you take? You go to the library, go on your dues, go to the vice principal is in a meeting, principal is in an IQAC meeting, go to the class teacher, go to the laboratory, no dues, go to the library. We talk how many minutes you take to issue a TC, online or offline. Non-teaching staff efficiency, SC/ST scholarship. How many SCs are there, STs are there, OBCs are there, minorities are there? How much about 2019-20? 5 crores, 20 lakhs. How many students? What is the class distribution? What is the socio-economic background? 300 PhDs can come out from non-teaching staff. Encourage your non-teaching staff, including the peon, to do PhD. That does not mean you will become a teacher or a teacher will become a peon. Not like that. Education for self-improvement. I have seen central universities, state universities, assistants are PhD holders and MPhil holders. Peons are PhD holders. Dignity of labor. Encourage your non-teaching staff. Encourage your finance officer. Audit paras. How to record an agenda. How to record the minutes of the meeting. How to record the action taken report. People don't understand. We say we are a prestigious college. We do not know how to record, how to conduct a meeting. What is a quorum? What is a quorum? What is the rules and regulation? We conduct both of studies, academic council, governing body meetings. Still we write and don't put digital signature, no online meetings. Please keep this. I am not in a shouting mode or I am in a discouraging mode. I am in an encouraging mode. Sorry for my voice modulation. Please forgive me for that. So prestigious colleges like you all should be a role model for other colleges. You should be a role model for constituent colleges, Patna University. For the Patna University itself, a legendary university, about project proposals, how to write project proposals, social science research, linguistic research, English literature. Encourage your children, theatre clubs, amateur clubs, bird watching clubs, flora and fauna. Innumerable. No sir, we are all doing this. Okay, you are doing this. How perfectly you are doing this. Why can't you add some more clubs and associations? So as I said, don't worry about money. Money will come. Encourage your children. Make them good placements. Teachers should go to Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, go PhD there. Go to Pasteur Institute. PhD in botany is available in Paris. Please go, they are giving fellowship. Go to Lithuania University in Vilnius. They are giving 50 lakh rupees for fellowship. Go and do MTech there. MTech Computer Science Engineering. You have done BSc Mathematics, no problem. Go to MTech there. or come to IIT Mumbai, come to IIT Madras. Teachers should be embodiment of whole, everything together, so that they can guide your children, guide your friend's children, your nephew, your niece, your friend's daughter. Guide them. This is where, we talk about the family. This is where all is involved. With these few words, I would like to close my valedictory address. Please continue to have, this is not a one-time show, because we wanted to get A++, last time we got 3.58, we should get more grade, more score, good, very good. Carl Lewis was running very fast. Then Ben Johnson came, then Ben Johnson was ripped off, again Carl Lewis came. Now Usain Bolt is there, then who else is coming? Or you talk about basketball, or the free throws, or you run faster and faster. Very important. Your cultural program, how professionally you organize it, one item to the other item. How many computers are there, how many master of the ceremony, how many announce this? How do you do that professionally? Year after year, how you can improve your cultural program, your sports activity. All in totality. I go to the first man who meets the parents or teachers, the gatekeeper, the watchman, how empowered he is. Very important. So when I talk about an institution, this is how Oxford, Cambridge, Stanford, or even talk about the Indian, talk about CMC, Vellore, a medical college examples are coming. You wanted to talk about the best of the colleges, arts and science I can give you. So this is what all about quality. So with these few words, am I audible? Am I audible? Is something wrong?
No, sir, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you. This 24 plus 2, 26 minutes I have taken. I said 12 minutes. And just because I didn't receive one call for the next meeting, I took little more time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rashmi. I couldn't, Alok, thank you very much. I couldn't make it, but I'm trying. I have a presentation which I'll try to push it out. Normally I do a presentation, but I go extemporary. God bless. And take a lot of initiatives. Try to read the National Education Policy document and how far you can implement all those things. UGC has given several guidelines, including yesterday there was a guideline on research development and IDP. Please go to the website of UGC, NAC, Government of Bihar, your Patna University every day as a teacher. Not only IQAC. IQAC and principal alone is not the responsibility. Don't put for it. Everybody gets 3.64. Don't put the IQAC coordinator high tempo. If everybody gets less, then don't put the IQAC coordinator labor. Because this is a love of labor. The poor lady can't do anything. She can only coordinate and cooperate. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. I'm sure the workshop has paved the way towards a very positive quality inculcation culture amongst the participants. With this, we have come to the end of today's valedictory program of 6-day RUSA-sponsored workshop on capacity building for IQAC functioning and accreditation process, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Patna Women's College. The inspiring leadership of our respected principal, dedicated hard work and zeal of the organizing committee, expertise and mastery of the eminent resource persons, and a great enthusiasm of the participants has made this program a success and a great learning experience for all of us.
Thank you. With this we end. Now we have an award ceremony. It's not a ceremony. Sir, we wanted you to be here to hand over the award to the teachers and the non-teaching staff for this year. Every year we give an award to the teachers and non-teaching, who stand out in something or the other. So this year also we have selected a few. So we wanted, now I will hand over them. I will hand it over to them, and thank you, sir, so much for being, at least you are there virtually, and it was nice listening to you and your energy and enthusiasm has become contagious. So we are also energized listening to you. Thank you so much.
So will you be will you be present virtually for this award giving ceremony? We would request that.
I don't know whether sir has time for that. So remaining virtually will have no effect anyway. Sir, will you be remaining for this award ceremony?
No, I'm just, if you permit, I can sign off because I have a meeting at 10:40.
Okay, sir. Then you may sign off. Thank you so much.
Till then, I can be there. I'm trying. Another 5-6 minutes, I can be there.
Okay.
Talent and skills are the crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. At Patna Women's College, we work as a team under the able guidance of our respected principal, who is always a source of inspiration for us. This positive work culture at PwC motivates all its members to aim high and achieve excellence in their academic endeavor. Now is the time for the announcement of awards and recognition for teaching and non-teaching members to acknowledge and encourage the efforts put in by them. May I now invite our Reverend Vice Principal, Dr. Sister M. Tanisha AC, to announce the awards and recognition, and I humbly request our principal to honor them with their awards.
Good morning, teachers. I have this pleasant responsibility of announcing the name of the awardees. So before I start, on behalf of the management, I thank all of you for your contribution for the development of the institution. And these awards are announced for the period of service rendered to Patna Women's College of the year 2020 to 2021. So I congratulate all of you, especially the awardees, and I thank for your service to the institution. Institutional Leadership Award is conferred to Dr. Upasana Singh, Dean and Head, Department of Education, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her excellent leadership in the field of education and commitment to duties and responsibilities. Institutional Leadership Award is conferred on Dr. Sufia Fatma, Dean and Head, Department of Commerce, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her excellent leadership in the field of education and commitment to duties and responsibilities. Institutional Leadership Award is conferred to Mr. Alok John, Director, Mother Veronica Excellence and Innovation Center, Patna Women's College, in recognition of his excellent leadership in co-curricular activities, involvement in student services, and commitment to duties and responsibilities. The next award goes to Dr. Sahar Rahman, Head Department of English, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her academic excellence, of her exemplary contribution in imparting quality education, instructional skills, and devotion to duties and responsibilities. Best Researcher Award in Social Science is conferred to Dr. Debjani Sarkar Ghosh, Head Department of Geography, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her exemplary work done in the field of research and publications. Best Researcher Award in Humanities is conferred to Ms. Nikhila Narayan, Assistant Professor, Department of English, in recognition of her exemplary work done in the field of research and publications. Best Researcher Award in Science is conferred on Dr. Niti Yashwardini in absentia, Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, in recognition of her exemplary work done in the field of research and publications. She is not present. Best Researcher Award in Information Technology is conferred on Mr. Ajit Kumar Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Patna Women's College, in recognition of his exemplary work done in the field of research and publications. Most Enterprising Teacher Award is conferred on Ms. Nusrat Sohail, Head Department of Advertising and Marketing, in recognition of her involvement in professional development, enterprising skills, and commitment to duties and responsibilities. Most Enterprising Teacher Award is conferred on Dr. Jaya Philip, Head, Department of Microbiology, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her involvement in professional development, instructional and scientific skills, and for her interest in environmental protection for the year 2020-2021. Best Sports Educator Award is conferred on Dr. Manjula Sushila, Head Department of Hindi, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her involvement in grooming and mentoring students in the field of extracurricular activities and her involvement in student service. Best Digital Educator Award is conferred on Mr. Praveen Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of MCA, Patna Women's College, in recognition of his remarkable contribution towards digital initiatives in teaching, learning, and for his instructional skills. Most Creative Trendsetter Award is conferred on Dr. Priyanka, Assistant Professor, Department of History, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her innovative contributions in education, extracurricular activities, and for her involvement in student support and service. Most Creative Trendsetter Award is conferred on Ms. Samiksha Sinha, Assistant Professor, Department of Sociology, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her innovative contributions in education, extracurricular activities, and for her involvement in student support and service. Most Promising Teacher Award is conferred on Mr. Kundan Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, Patna Women's College, in recognition of his involvement in academic activities and commitment to institutional duties and responsibilities. Best Teacher Award in Information Technology is conferred on Ms. Deepa Sonal, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Patna Women's College, in recognition of her exemplary work in the field of research and publications. Certificate of recognition is awarded to Mr. A.K. Sinha, Section Officer, Examination Department, Patna Women's College, in recognition of his dedicated performance in service and devotion to duty. Certificate of recognition is awarded to Mr. Ranjan Michael, Office Assistant, Department of Education, Patna Women's College, in recognition of his dedicated performance in service and devotion to duty. So once more, congratulations to all the awardees.
Thank you, Sister Tanisha, for announcing the names of the awardees. I'm sure all of us in the family, we feel happy when somebody receives an award. So let us have that feeling, and we look forward next year, many more will get, because the last year, the ones who got did not get this year, if you notice. So we encourage many more people who are in the line, because all are good. So we select each time, part by part, so don't be disappointed. You will have the next time. So let us get more into research. This time we have given for research for different categories, I mean different humanities, arts, science, IT, etc. Because we had collected the publications and things like that, the proper UGC Care Journal or Scopus journals. So that way we have awarded actually. That's how we have collected points. Maybe you all had and you never reported to us and didn't submit it maybe to us. So it can be the next time. It is 2021. Now we'll be announcing for 21-22. We'll be sending out some forms where you will fill in. So that also will be given. So that is our habit now. It will be part of Women's College, awarding teachers and non-teaching staff. So thank you so much. Now we had happy Holi to all. We have Holi celebration now. Our usual Holi Milan. Therefore, we had kept it early today, 9:30 to 11, we said, because we wanted to attend that Holi dance competition. So all of you are requested actually to move to the ground by 12 o'clock, isn't it? Samisha, it's 12 o'clock. So at 12, we hope to see you all there for the Holi Milan. Thank you. Thank you, sir, once again.
So congratulations to all. It is a moment full of joy, a moment about pride and accomplishment for all the awardees. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. May I now invite Mr. Alok John, Joint Convener of this workshop and Assistant Coordinator, IQAC, Patna Women's College, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Dr. B.S. Ponmuri Raj, Advisor, Academic and International Cooperation Affairs, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi A.C., Principal, Patna Women's College, Autonomous, Dr. Sister M. Tanisha A.C., Vice Principal, Patna Women's College, Dr. Amrita Chowdhury, IQAC Coordinator, various deans, members of the IQAC Committee and NAC Steering Committee, faculty and staff members. World-class institutions of eminence cannot be built overnight or legislated into existence. As the field of education has gone global, improvement in curriculum development, teaching, learning, and capacity building has become a basic necessity in the higher education level. Patna Women's College was set up in the year 1940. Since then, it has progressed swiftly, overcoming the difficulties that crop up in the nascent stage. With about 200 plus faculty members and around 5,000 students enrolled in courses ranging from arts and to commerce, it offers mainstream undergraduate and postgraduate degrees in arts, science, commerce, management, and education. The college has made best efforts to maintain the quality of instruction. I compliment the management and faculty members of Patna Women's College for their energy, dynamism, and commitment in steering this college to a great height. As we are in the last lap of the 6-day RUSA-sponsored capacity building workshop on IQAC functioning and accreditation process, on behalf of every member of Patna Women's College family, I deem it my pleasant duty and privilege to propose this vote of thanks. I offer my sincere, heartfelt gratefulness to our respected chief guest, Dr. B.S. Ponmudi-Raj, Advisor, Academic and International Cooperation Affairs, NAC, Bangalore, for sparing your valuable time with us, for sharing your expertise with the participants, and for your words of wisdom. Sir, kindly accept our heartfelt gratitude. The able and dynamic leadership of our respected principal, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi AC, has really infused new energy and drive in the entire fraternity of Patna Women's College in steadily marching towards the academic excellence and quality. Sister, we all know that you have led from front and made the event a great success. I am very much thankful to Dr. Sister M. Tanisha AC, Vice Principal, Patna Women's College, for your valued advice, unconditioned support, and ever-ready cooperation. Thank you, Sister. I am sincerely thankful to eminent resource persons for 6 days discourse and sharing their in-depth knowledge and special expertise with the participants. They all made us feel at ease by their friendly and positive approach. Their interaction with all our teachers and staff members have enthused us in our pursuit for academic excellence. My sincere thanks to Father Dr. Joseph Xavier, former principal, Loyola College, Chennai, for gracing the workshop and conducting the sessions on Criterion 1 and 2 of NAC. We recognize the need of keeping pace with rising expectations of various stakeholders and look forward to his guidance and support in all our endeavors. Our most sincere thanks to Dr. B.S. Madhukar, former NAC advisor, Bangalore, who consented to preside over the session on IQAC functioning and related issues and NAC Criterion 4. We were overwhelmed with his erudite observations and experience-based comments. My sincere thanks to Dr. Pankaja R.P., Principal, Fomra College of Arts and Science, Chennai, for gracing this workshop and apprising us about the aspects of NAC Criterion 3 and 5. Her gracious presence and inspiring words will always motivate us to set new examples of excellence in the field of academia. We are really grateful to Professor A. Joseph Dorairaj, Professor, Gandhigram Institute, Gandhigram, not only for steering all the important matters of NAC accreditation, but also for being friend, philosopher, and guide to us. Sir has always provided a strong support and encouragement to us. I am thankful to Dr. Amrita Chowdhury, IQAC Coordinator, Patna Women's College, for taking this quality initiative, planning meticulously and coordinating efficiently for the successful completion of this program. I congratulate the teachers who by their labor and perseverance have reached this culminating stage. You are now ready to step into the world outside this forum. I'm sure you will make the best use of the knowledge that you have gained here to attain the success. We are grateful to Dr. Aprachita Krishna, Dr. Sumit Ranjan, and Mr. Kundan Kumar for efficiently handling the logistics and local travel of the resource persons. I wish to make a very special mention of Dr. Shobha Srivastav, Dr. Sister Celine Krasta, Sister M. Jinsi AC, Dr. Pallavi, Dr. Sufia Fatima, Ms. Manisha Prasad, and Ms. Poonam Abraham Lakra for the dynamic efforts and cooperation. I am deeply grateful to Mr. Ajay Jha and Mr. Prashant Ravi for extending their support and cooperation in photography and video recording of this workshop. I am grateful to the moderators for steering this 6-day program on an active and vibrant note. I wish to sincerely thank all the members of the IQAC for the relentless efforts and dedicated team spirit. My sincere thanks to the media for covering this event widely. I am very much thankful to the teachers and staff members for their cooperation in the organization of this workshop. Events like this cannot happen overnight. So, as the wheel starts rolling weeks ago and requires planning and bird's eye for detail, Here we are fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very dedicated and motivated team who know their task and are very much result oriented. गुलजार साहब की दो पंक्तियां मैं दोहराता हूं। हजारों उलझने राहों में और कोशिशें बेहिसाब, हजारों उलझने राहों में और कोशिशें बेहिसाब, इसी का नाम जिंदगी है, चलते रहिए जनाब। We shall now draw the curtain on the 6-day workshop with the national anthem.